Hello everyone and welcome to the Mancini The Amazing channel. We are here with another fantastic episode of the Pokemon A to Z series where we take you fairly slowly at like a somewhat reasonable and counted pace through the alphabet using Pokemon. Today we have an episode that, look, it may come across as a bit ironic, but actually it's quite the interesting pair of Pokemon today. We have, for viewers the last episode may have been able to infer, the Alolan form of Dugtrio. Why does Duosion show up here? Just White Stripe Astral? That's like a non-fully evolved Pokemon. Anyways, I'm sorry. Alolan Dugtrio, and... well then, if you have a chance here. I'm only mildly very distracted, it's fine. And Scizor, who should be on the screen here, but there it is. Yep. And Scizor. So, look, obviously, a combination of Pokemon, only one of which has ever really had much success in VGC, and that was a while ago. Though I think I may have used Scizor at some other time in the series. It is that kind of Pokemon that's like, maybe. I have used Scizor previously. I used it in the Chien Pao and Tauros combat episode. So yeah, definitely have used Scizor. Alolan Dugtrio, I do not believe I have used. I've used this in singles draft, and that's about it. But it'll be interesting to see what I can do with it. So let's take a look at Scizor. It's definitely the better Pokemon on that sort of base level. So I'd say the main thing it has going for it is it has this incredible ability Technician, paired with a strong stab move, priority move with Bullet Punch. So this becomes a 60 base power stab priority move. And the other upside paired with it is that Scizor has the Bug Stab to pair with it, which is super effective into all of the Pokemon that are that are immune to priority moves. So you can run Bug Bite here, which becomes a 90 base power move with Technician, as well as being able to steal berries, and that means that you're able to not only stop like a Citrus Berry from popping off from a Pokemon like Farigiraf, but also really able to threaten the Farigiraf, or like I've seen a Serena before, I've seen a Bruxish before, and I've seen a lot of Indeedis of both of them, but mostly the female one. So being able to deal with that is obviously somewhat cool. And then it has a lot of really other interesting support options. So you can run Tailwind and be able to support your team by getting them speed control. It's got Knockoff, which can be very disruptive. It's got access to Helping Hand. Previously used to have access to Roost, which is very strong. But the other move I thought it had, Quick Guard. I literally have the mouse on it, I still couldn't see it. Is access to Quick Guard, which prevents your partner Pokemon from being hit by priority moves, which is pretty cool. I think Feint as well. This is, I'd say, a bit more of a draft move. I used Feint. Last time I used Feint in VGC was Mega Pinsir, which was cool because its Feint was Flying type, which meant that it was able to break Protect on Ghost types. Specifically, it was like something I was using against Lunala to be able to break its Shadow Shield reliably and try and remove it. But yeah, Scizor, one of the Pokemon of all time. Generally, I think when you're trying to use it on team structure like this, I feel like I'm leaning very strongly towards running Swords Dance with a Citrus Berry itself, and then you hopefully will eat 2 Citrus Berries with this, and then Protect. It is only weak to one type, which is Fire. Unfortunately, we do have another Fire weakness on the team, but it's something we're going to have to think about pretty strongly when deciding what Pokemon to pick. Let's see, how much use is this? 0.46? That's honestly not bad. There's only so many Pokemon above 1%, and it may be below. I mean, I'm looking at Pokemon that are in that range. There are a lot of good Pokemon that are higher, that are not that much higher than it. I mean, Serena is the same usage. Digimon have definitely seen this thing. Magmar is just below. Gothitelle. Definitely not a terrible Pokemon. No comment about the Alolan Dugtrio. And yeah, I'd say Clear Amulet is probably the other item that you would consider running on it. I think you basically always want to run one of the Terras that resist fire, unless you're running Terra Steel. Or you could theoretically run Quick Attack, I think, with Terra Normal. I don't think this is a great Terra Stellar user, unfortunately. I guess its typing is good. But I don't think this is the Terra Stellar game for it, unfortunately. You really just want to be able to click Bullet Punch more than once, and you'd ideally like to be able to get a Swords Dance off. So, in the question of the fire, Dragon, and Water, and rock. I don't think it's ever rock. I think that you'll really lean towards fire, water, and dragon. I think on this team where we already have another steel type, it's probably just dragon because you don't really care about fairies that much. And then like what, there's ice types, you don't care about ice types. And there's dragon types and you don't care about dragon types. So yeah, that's probably what I lean towards. Let's actually, how do people EV this as well? Okay, it's apparently 36. This. I assume there is some reason that makes sense. I also see a version that is more like this with the 4 speed, which I think is fun. I don't know, is there other relevant Pokemon at 65 base speed? Slash deck search FE speed equals 65 all. I've seen 2 of these Pokemon total. Pelipper definitely is relevant, though it sometimes runs speed. Gothitelle, we just mentioned, has even lower usage than Scizor. Sounds like Orthworm, which this set is not going to beat Orthworm. And there's Vaporeon, which this set is not. This set probably beats Vaporeon. I'm going to run the 4 speed. It also may hit some random Pokemon. You know, that's fine. If you run Tailwind, obviously you want to run more speed. Looking at it, apparently close combat, U-turn and dual wing beat are all very common. I definitely have run into a dual wing beat version on the ladder. It's definitely not a bad move. But I don't want to drop either of these moves, so I'm going to keep them. And I don't want to drop Swords Dance, so I'm going to keep it. Tailwind is actually surprisingly low on this list. Like, I don't think it's even on it. Yeah. Like Quick Guard, Break Break, and Feint are all on this list, but Tailwind is not, which is surprising to me, because I do think this is a decent Tailwind setup, that might be the draft player in me popping off. So, Alolan Dugtrio. Let's see if anyone has used this Pokemon. No one has used either Dugtrio except for me. Incredible. Probably not except for me, but it didn't have any data from either of them. So this Pokemon has 3 abilities. None of them are Range Trap, which is unfortunate. Sandveil and Sandforce are both okay. If we had Sand, maybe it would be reasonable to consider Sandforce. But that said, Tangly Hair is honestly okay. It provides speed control by reducing the speed of opposing Pokemon, lest they have Clear Amulet, or don't click a contact move, or have the item that stops moves being contact. The, what's it called? The Punching Glove? Yeah, that one. So yeah, Alolan Dugtrio. I don't think this mon does anything, so that makes me think that the best thing to do is maybe like Iron Head, Endeavor, Endure, and Rock Slide, I guess. Or you could trade Endure for Protect and go Focus Sash, but I think you definitely appreciate the Custap Berry. And then this means that if I'm running into a Pokemon, it doesn't matter if it's like, you know, a 4x resist to Bug and a 2x resist to Steel. The Sash Endeavor will be able to put it in range. Main problem this Pokemon has, among several others, is that its Ground Stab are all somewhat awkward. It's like, oh yes, I'll run my best Ground Stab, Scorching Sands. Maybe not. So, yeah, Alolan Dugtrio, it's okay in draft. It's definitely not good. And the fact that it got access to Endeavor this format, it's a significant improvement for it over the previous format, which means that I think it went from really bad to maybe somewhat okay sometimes. You can also use Sucker Punch in conjunction with your own Endeavor, so I think I may do that. Yeah, beyond that, Dugtrio vs. Scizor. Terra-wise, let's just go Terra Dark for that juicy extra damage from Sucker Punch on the Dugtrio. Now, I think one of the major things that you want, you know, look, Fire is a pretty reasonably strong type in this format, so I think one of the main things you want is something to be able to scare the main Fire type in the format, which is, of course, Incineroar. So you want some Pokemon that is immune to Fire to be able to mitigate the impact of the fact that one of the best Pokemon in the current format is a Fire type. So Heatran is a Pokemon that definitely fell off a bit this format, if only because it's now actually competing with with Gouging Fire, who is very good for slots. But I do think that it still makes a lot of sense to run. I'm leaning, I think, towards more like an Assault Vest version on this set, with the classic, you know, well, you want to run the main move first. So you put Flash Cannon here. I think I like the Magma Storm version, and then Overpower and Terra Blast. Grass, very much sort of the default Terra on this. Something that does make sense with the ground weakness on Dugtrio as well. And then I believe you just sort of run max HP and max special attack. And then pretend that this is a, you know, regulation E again. Yeah, it's fun. E-Tran's a cool Pokemon, you know, it's nice, we like it. We in this format do stand it. So now at this sort of situation, you're like, okay, one of the major things that we feel like we're missing right now is probably speed control. Like we've got the Tangly Hair. Tangly Hair is not great speed control. Currently, the opposing Tailwind is a bit of an issue. So something I was thinking might be interesting is potentially looking at a Trick Room setter. So something which, through access to Trick Room, is going to be able to facilitate Scizor and Heatran, neither of which are super fast Pokemon, to be able to have an extra dimension where they are able to, provide, put out damage. That's the word I'm looking for, is put out damage. So I'd say there's really two main options that I'd be considering here. And I think I'll go for the funny one first. Good old VGC Worlds winner, Bronzong. So this is definitely an interesting option to consider here for me, because I do like the idea of having a Pokemon that is providing a ground immunity to this team, as well as giving it obviously that strong option for speed control. Bronzong, look, it is a Pokemon which it's certainly not the strongest it's ever been in a format, but I definitely think it is a mon that is seriously worth considering. I think with Mental Herb, you probably don't tend to go for the Iron Defense Body Press version of the set. I think what I'm personally leaning towards is maybe like a Heavy Slam Psychic Noise version with Trick Room and Protect. And then you want to, obviously, you're much less concerned with running the running up the physical offense on this set. Physical defense, because you don't have Body Press. But I think you do still consider running a lot of it. Actually, does it make sense to run the fighting move? It may still make sense to run the fighting move. Heavy Psychic Noise is good. Heavy Slam? No, yeah. Look, the problem is that Incineroar still exists, so we can go for this. Yeah. And then it gives us the opportunity to set speed control for our team, which is definitely something we like. Something I kind of want to do is maybe another option in terms of speed control. There's actually a mon that I have been running into and getting beaten up from time to time, and it is, I think, one of the more interesting options in the format in terms of Scarf options. So it's Golden Joe, and this gives us, you know, the ability to sort of lead something next to Doug, and then potentially even go like Rock Slide and make, I don't have Rock Slide anymore. Click something else and make it rain. And you know, I think that might be an interesting option for this team to be able to go for. It gives us a fighting immunity as well, which is nice because both Dugtrio and Heatran are weak to fighting. So sort of we have managed to mitigate most of Dugtrio's weaknesses at this point, and it's only really got the water weakness left, which we'll have to consider for the next slot. Unfortunately, Kartana's not in the format, so yeah, definitely the Shadow Ball, Make It Rain, and Trick. And then it's like, there are so many good options here. I honestly kind of want to do the Recover version, where you are intentionally trying to set off a Trick. I actually don't remember what speed is the preferred speed option. To memory, it's still Modest. I'm going to pull up the speed tiers again, as I often do when I am speed tiering a Pokemon. I don't remember what speed it's supposed to hit. And I think we are really just looking for honestly, I think we might be looking to be faster than +2 Dozo. Sorry, let's get the VGC Offensive Commander. I think we're looking more for I mean, look, you guys saw me get beat by Dozo recently. Golden Go. VGC is this? That's not Scarf. Oh, it's the Jolly one that we'd be looking for. So we're trying to hit... so look, at this point, with this max speed, we're 1 point slower than, I think, max, like, Jolly Pal. It's not really something I care about that much. I think I am just going to go for this benchmark into Dondozo. Dondozo is one of those Pokemon that sometimes you just want to have something that annoys it. You know? Sometimes you just want to annoy Dondozo. I think I can run a little bit more bulk as well. And then one last Pokemon on this team. Yeah, certainly don't dislike the idea of a Water Resist. I don't dislike the idea of Fake Out either, to be able to support Scizor more here. I do think that would be an interesting addition. I forgot to run... I'm just going to run Terra Fighting. Don't think it necessarily makes sense. It's just more burst damage in the rare situation that I feel like I have to Terra Heatran. The other Terra that I think would make the most sense would be Grass. I did intentionally mean to do Terra Steel for the extra burst damage into Make It Rain. I don't remember if it started as Ghost and I changed it to Steel, or if it just started as Steel and I was lucky. I think there's actually only really one option that we could consider, like, sorry, two main things to look at. So I'm currently leaning a bit towards maybe like an interesting Fake Out option. Thinking Tinkaton here. It does give us like an extra sort of degree of sturdiness into opposing, what's the type called? Fighting types? You know, like a Dark Shifu sort of mon. I think this is actually our first Dark Resist, so that's obviously not terrible. And yeah, we really just want this Pokemon to be able to take advantage of Fake Out. And it allows us to sort of, yeah, we can, like, it allows us, using Fake Out, to reposition Go. It allows us to get a Sword Sense up with Scizor. To be honest, it can probably allow us to get an extra turn off with Doug in some situations, which is cool. And then I think we're mostly looking here for the Clear Amulet with the Mold Breaker, because we want to be able to Fake Out Pokemon. I'm specifically thinking D-Knight, because Power Knight's actually a bit annoying for this team. Obviously the E-Speed a little bit less so than for some other teams, but the broader sort of option. Apparently this is the goated set, so this is what I'm going to run. Yeah, more the more just using power to hit regular moves with D9 rather than the speed. And Entei as well, right? Oh, Entei is definitely something that's annoying for this team. Being able to put it in positions where I can force damage into it by being able to Fake It Out through its funny ability is definitely good. I'm probably going to run Encore. I was looking at Protect and I'm like, no, I'm going to run Encore. Yeah, so definitely an interesting team. I don't like that I have to bring Doug every game, but I'm going to do my best. VGC Regf. If I've got that clicked, I've either tested a game mechanic with someone for a draft game, or I've mocked someone else for a draft game. Okay, Mono Fire. Did I accidentally load up into Monotype? Am I back in my old grind? So wow, this is a bad matchup. How do I run into this matchup? Okay, so I think I'm leaning Doug next to Heatran, running Scizor in the back with Golden Go. Blaziken. So I want to endure here with Doug and immediately go for Terra Grass Earth Power into Blaziken. That's bad. Okay, what does Torkoal click? Yawn. Well, that's rude. I can't even click the endure again on Doug. I'm gonna sucker the Blaziken and Earth Power the... I'm gonna sucker the Blaziken and switch in Goldengo. It's not good, But I think it's what I have to click. Okay, does that... Yeah, so that's... Sorry, I was concerned about Sash. I'm significantly less concerned about Sash in light of the fact that my opponent just went for Flare Blitz. They just clear smudged me. I'm going to throw the Earth Power into Torkoal this time. And stay in. I'm going to double the Torkoal with Earth Power and Shadow Ball. My opponent just clicked Brave Bird. You know what? Some people are just better players than I am. I have to go hard Scizor and Shadow Ball the Charizard here. I need them to attack the Heatran with Blaziken. Brave Bird specifically. They did not Brave Bird. They did not miss Heat Wave either. Yeah, so I died to the Ivy Cudgel because it has Mold Breaker. But my out is technically to they had Superpower as well. You know what? I would not have predicted that. I think that was probably the worst possible matchup I could have had. Maybe there are worse matchups, but that is one of the worst ones I could think of. With the Brave Bird on Blaziken as well. A Rain team. I take it back. They were worse. Oh no. Okay, well this is why Scizor is running Bug Bite. It's not really for the Delphox and Ceruledge, but we're going to pretend it is. I'm going to bring... Are we going to lead Heatran? Are we going to lead Golden Go? Are we going to lead Doug? Actually, we might lead Bronzong and just click Trick. No, they have an Ursaluna. That said, Bronzong is good into Ursaluna. So I think we lead Golden Go. We have to bring Doug because it's mandatory, and we bring Bronzong. They agreed to open Tillam Sheets after turning on. I mean, my temptation here is definitely just to throw a Bug Bite into Indeedee and click Make It Rain. Because we definitely expect the Follow Me to come out. I'm very happy for Golden Go to just die because I don't really care. It didn't die. They stole my they stole my Choice Scarf. That's not very nice. Now they're locked in. No, they're not, because it steals it after. That's right. I think. I'm not 100% on that. I don't fully remember Magician. This is what I would call bad. I have Bronzong though. It's fine. I just need to Bug Bite the Delphox here, and then it doesn't really matter what Golden Go does. I can actually trick the Ursaluna to steal its Flame Orb. Okay, I didn't expect both of my Pokemon to faint there. That's really, really bad. Also kind of weird, to be honest. Unfortunately, I am the Iron Head. I honestly think I have to throw 2 attacks out here. But I don't care what the Delphox does, so I'm just going to Iron Head and Body Press the... Well, to be honest, I think Ursaluna has a lot of base HP. Right, yeah. I'm just going to Endeavor and Body Press the Ursaluna here. Okay, never mind. That did... Well, actually, that's good, because that just means I do more damage to the Ursaluna. Oh my god, never mind. It Headlong Rush me anyway. Okay. Well, that's bad. The upside is, if they are Poltergeist, it doesn't matter. I still have an item. I'm hardballed by this Ceruledge. What? Dude, okay. I've mentioned this before, but low ladder is just terrible to play. Like, it is not fun to run into this stuff. Where it's like, okay, sure, this is what I built my... Totally. The Sun... the Modern Fire team, and then this Delphox Ceruledge team. They were like over 100 points over me as well. I don't know, maybe I need to grind, but I don't. And then now I just run into a normal team. Like, I take it back, there's Magneton. Alright, I'm gonna leave Tink and Scizor and just go for Trick Room. I have to bring Doug. The real problem is that I have to bring Doug. If I didn't have to bring Doug, this team I think would be better. Doug probably shouldn't be Sucker Punch, but you know. Cool. So this is the reason that I led both these Pokemon, to be honest. I'm gonna fake out the Urshifu and just Swords Dance. I don't know what my opponent's gonna click here. If Spiky Shield didn't block, like, Gouging Fire's Burning Bulwark only blocks moves, sorry, attacking moves. If Spiky Shield did that too, I'd honestly encore the Ogerpon here. Alright, if my opponent reveals the Covert Cloak on Urshifu, it's Jova, it's fine. You know, sometimes your opponent is simply a better player than you are. If they don't, Ivy Cudgel into Scizor would be bad. Not terrible, but it would not be good. Okay. No clue what inspires this. Oh wow, they are a very, very offensive Ogerpon as well. Terra Steel. Terra Steel? Is it? It's seriously Terra Steel. And I don't have a ground move on Doug. Guess I should have just gone for hard Bug Bite into Ogerpon because it would have immediately died because it has no bulk, only aggro. Okay. Conveniently, I went for a double into Urshifu. Unfortunately, it is still an Urshifu. Alright, here we are. They're hard, they protect. They're not even Spiky Shield. Why am I playing this tier sometimes? You know, I really ask myself the question, why am I even playing this tier? I think I have to Gigaton Hammer the Urshifu and Endure, and I need them to double the Dugtrio for no reason. Yeah, that's a start. Okay, they doubled the Dugtrio for no reason whatsoever. I don't think the Sucker Punch is going to pick up the Urshifu. The Sucker Punch is not going to pick up the Urshifu. I need to double the Urshifu here. Or do I just go for the Endeavor into... No, I'm going to go for the double into Pon with Endeavor and Player Off. I honestly forgot that I was crossed out. That's annoying. The Ogerpon is dead. Unfortunately, I did lose my entire team checking it and it alone. I'm at least faster than Urshifu until they switch. Or bring out Tailwind. Locked into Wicked Blow. Incineroar, of course. I'm gonna throw an Encore into Incin. I'm Magma Storm. It's fine, I can Earth Power the Urshifu. Okay, that's good. Now, the other move it goes for, not good. But that one was good. They have to switch. They can only switch one of them. I should really be clicking Magma Storm. Which I don't like, but I do need to click Magma Storm here. Okay, can I please hit Magma Storm? Can I please hit Magma Storm? Okay, hit Magma Storm. I wanted to punish a Rillaboom potentially coming in that slot. I have to Terra Grass here, and I throw the Magma Storm into Urshifu, and then I just need to somehow beat Incineroar and Urshifu, which is very unlikely. Not Urshifu, it's Rillaboom. So I need to Oko Rillaboom here, and then somehow also beat the thing. Oh, that was a crit! Okay, never mind. I'm mildly less concerned. I think I definitely still lose. Okay, that's good. That's really good. Why is it so fast? Like, I'm definitely going to lose because of that crit now. I think without that crit, there's a chance that I honestly win, which is sort of ridiculous because I really shouldn't. But I think there's actually a chance if I had that extra, like, 16%. Why is this instant so fast? Is my Heatran just min or something? I have 4 speed? Yeah, I guess that's not crazy. If they don't have an attacking move, I win. So if they're like taunt, I guess. I should just be throwing Earth Powers out. Nah, they're knock. Yeah, I probably didn't win even through that. Yeah. Oh well. Them's the breaks. 10:36, man. That is by far the lowest I've been in this series outside of an episode 1 of the season. Okay, look, I'm gonna have to spend some time grinding this account up over the weekend. I'm a bit sick of some of that, like those interactions. Should you ever use Dugtrio? No. This mod is. It is insane that they are like, oh, we're gonna make a regional variant, and it is. Not only is it not like an interesting alternative, like obviously, you know, Tangly Hair, yeah, all stuff quite funny, but Alolan Dugtrio is absurdly terrible. Like, I genuinely don't understand why they made this Pokemon worse when it was a Dugtrio before. Like, it lost Arena Trap, its speed got lower, and then it got like a bad secondary type. Ridiculous that they did this. Just absolutely insane. You know, outside of that, Scizor's good. Consider drafting it. I would never use it on ladder ever. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god, it took so much for that Ivy Cudgel, man. Scizor is not a good Pokemon. It's unfortunate, but it's not good in VGC. Like, maybe I should have clicked the Terra Dragon. I don't think it would have helped. I brought the other Pokemon. They weren't very good. Oh no, man, that was painful. That was so painful. The Terra Steel. Alright, thank you guys all for watching. It was definitely a series of games. Goodbye.